Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and most beneficent. In our last lectures, we discussed about different technical writing skills and strategies. In this lecture, we will discuss about writing, how to write a good paragraph, how we have to write a paragraph, and what are the basics to write a paragraph. These points should be in our mind for during writing a paragraph to write a impressive paragraph. Every good paragraph must have specific these components of a good paragraph are intended first line, as you see in different books and in paragraphs that the first line is intended in actual. What is intending of first line? That first line starts with some spaces, or you can say gap. A topic sentence, at least three pieces of sporting evidences minimum. There should be three evidences or pieces of evidences should be in the paragraph, and a concluding sentence should conclude everything what you wrote in the paragraph, and transition words. These specific components should include in a paragraph for a good paragraph writing. uh, Basic paragraph should have intent, some space in the first line before starting, a capital letter where it needs, like in the first character of every sentence. And suppose if there is a country name or a species name, or specifically where we need the capitalization of that specific character. And then period mean the dot when we finish the sentence. So what is a paragraph in actual? A paragraph is a group of sentences on a specific topic, in a specific on a specific page. A paragraph consists of more than one sentences related to the topic you choose. Form, content, and structure are very important in a paragraph. You should have a specific format, specific content you are going to write, and it should be structured like, first you have the introduction, and then if you are going to write an abstract or summary in that paragraph, you should have first few lines of few, not it's one or two lines usually, with the background knowledge, then two lines for methodology, then 3 to 4 lines for results, then one line for conclusion, and one line for future prospects. A paragraph has three major parts. First one is topic sentences, then second one is supporting sentences, and third one is conclusion. There should be minimum three or two supporting sentences or evidences or facts you that will support the topic sentence, and in last we have conclusion in actual of, or you can say extract of all the paragraph. Here we have some representation of that three parts of paragraph. It is like a bun, or you can say burger, hamburger. Like bun, there we have a bun, a top bun as topic sentence. Then we have sporting data details here, like cabbage and other stuff we have usually, and then bottom bun as a concluding sentence. So the topic sentence and concluding sentence should coincide with each other, and the conclusion should support the problem statement, like a bun that we have in the example here. What is a topic sentence now? A topic sentence is usually the first sentence of a paragraph that have specifically the idea or theme of that paragraph we are going to write. If the reader read the first line, he should know what you are going to present in that paragraph. So your writing should be very clear about that. For example, we have an example here: the trip to the national park was a great success for all the students. So this line will explain us that in this paragraph we will discuss about the national park and the tour of students for the national park, and that trip is very successful. So this a one line explain us the whole theme or scenario of the paragraph will be. A topic sentence should be the first line of the paragraph, very general and specified. It should introduce the main theme of the paragraphs and summarize the main idea of the paragraph, indicate the reader what the paragraph is about in actual. Then we have, as we already discussed, after the topic sentence, we have sporting evidences, and it should be minimum two or three that will support our topic. Sporting evidences includes the specific facts, figures, graphs, evidences, or reasons that will support the topic sentence. For example, the visitor learned a lot from their guide, the guide who explained what in actual the national park is, the guide about the park, and the guide informed the group about how the park came to be named the national park, the year it was named, and how the land for the park was acquired. So these information will support the national park and will consider as the sporting evidences about the explanation of the national park the students visited. So the sporting details come after the topic sentence. It should be minimum in three in number, or two is also acceptable in some cases. The evidence, the sporting evidence should support the topic sentence. It should give specific facts, figures, numbers, references, and details about the topic sentence, and it should help the reader to understand the topic specifically and more elaborately. And after that we have concluding sentence. Our first concluding sentence should support the topic sentence in conclusive way, in logical conclusive way. The concluding sentence summarizes the points and restates the topic sentence using other words. So here we have an example for that. The well informed visitors had a chance to ask their guide some questions that were not covered during the tour. So this concluding sentence just helps the visitor to ask more question, and this conclusion is just reconciling with the problem statement. Similarly, if you are going to write the summary or abstract of a scientific report, your conclusion should be reconciling or explaining the logical conclusion of your problem statement or your topic statement or your topic sentence. Concluding sentence should be in last of the paragraph. It should remind and support and reconcile with the topic sentence. It restates the main idea of a paragraph by using different words. So, for writing an effective paragraph, we should think about the points first and then write it by considering these points, that the paragraph should only explain one single theme, one single idea, not three or four ideas in one paragraph. If you have more, then you have to write more paragraphs. In one single paragraph, one specific theme should be addressed. Begins with the topic sentence that makes this single idea evident, contains different evidences and supporting sentences with logical conclusions and evidences, reasons, examples, and all the supporting sentences should be organized sequentially so the reader can enjoy the reading. Informals and entertains the reader about the idea you wrote on in that paragraph, and then in last use the transition words. So what are the common types of paragraphs? We have narrative paragraphs, expository paragraphs, descriptive paragraphs, persuasive paragraphs, classification paragraphs, compare and contrast paragraphs. So, what is in actual transition words? Transition words are linking words that improve the flow of the paragraph so the reader can enjoy the reading and understand sequentially all the points. Each sentence having supporting evidences and concluding sentences will begin with the transition words. That what are the examples of transition words? The words we can use as transition are first, second, third, also, however, moreover, uh, in as a result, in conclusion, finally, then, after, meanwhile, during, etc. These all are the transition words, and try to start the concluding remarks and supporting evidences with the help of transition words. So now we are going to process a paragraph. To process the paragraph, first you have to plan, brainstorming all the data in your mind, organize it graphically, or numbering or with bullets. After that, draft it on a paper, revise it, minimize the errors by rewriting, edit it to improve, and then submit. So this process will help you to write a good paragraph. So for a good paragraph, first you have to brainstorm about the topic, gather all the knowledge in your mind about that specific topic, arrange it in a sequential order, logical order. Write the topic sentence that will explain the main theme of the topic. Add some supporting evidences with facts and figures. Use simple and concise sentences, and try to use transition words again and again, not again and again, at the specific positions where it needs. Tie it all together with the conclusion sentence that will support the topic sentence, and then edit the paragraph to improve the grammatical and linguistic errors. So here we have an example. We will read that example and then we will discuss this example. This is a paragraph. The Office is a great comedy series because all of the characters have distinct, funny personalities. So here, this is our topic sentence. So you can say main idea of that paragraph, that in an office there is so many comedy series of comedies because all the characters are very funny. If there are, suppose you can say, 10 persons, everyone is behaving funny. So this is in actual the topic sentence. And how we are going to support this topic sentence with, for example, Mr. X has been made famous for his crazy money saving antics, like making a machine that turns two-ply toilet paper into one ply. So this is the first evidence we support that there is a person X and how he tried to people laugh with their acts. After that, so we have a transition word, that is similarly. Similarly, Mr. Y is also known for the humorous pranks he plays on his fellow office co-workers. So that is another evidence we give, that another person. First we discuss about the Mr. X, then we have the discussion about Mr. Y, that he also do some punches and pranks with their co-workers to make the environment laughy. For instance, this is another transition word. He once suspended Mr. X stapler in a jello mold and then hide Mr. X's cell phone in the ceiling. So he just tried to support that how this person just make this environment laughy or in a comedy situation, as we can, if we remember that the first topic sentence is about the comedy. So here we just give three evidences to prove that how this situation is funny. So here, however, is an other transition where the funniest character of all could be Mr. Z, who always makes the audience laugh with his awkward attempts to control the office. So this is another evidence we gave. In actual, in last we have the conclusion, the conclusive sentence. First we have a topic sentence, then we gave three different evidences with the help of transition words, and now in last we have conclusion. In conclusion, the mixing of these personalities contributes to the show's comedic appeal. So this is our concluding sentence, and you can see that this concluding sentence is conciling with the topic sentence, that this conclusion is supporting the topic sentence in actual. So if you are going to write that we discussed about one paragraph, and if you are going to write an essay of five paragraph, there are five paragraphs in your essay, then you should have to consider these points. Introduction should be of one paragraph. Body of the essay should have three paragraphs, 2, 3, and 4, and in last conclusion as the fifth paragraph. So in introduction, gain the reader's attention with the hook, some effective hooks. So what is in actual the hook is The hook is that specific, if you know about fishing, so the person has a hook that he puts down in the river or in the sea to grab the fish. That is a hook, and hook just grab the fish. Similarly, if you should have that specific sentence or that specific theme idea that will hook your audience. The person read the first sentence and he should have a thirst inside to read it in actual what you are going to write. So that is in actual the hook. Provide background information on the topic, for example author, title, brief summary about the topic, and write a thesis statement. A thesis statement is like a roadmap for the audience. After reading it, the audience should have a good understanding of whether a paper is going or not. So, a good thesis statement for a five paragraph essay will address the specific main idea that will explain all the paper. Has three parts, making clear what each body paragraph will about, is well focused, concise, and specific. And what will be the body of the paragraph, that we discussed, that the paragraph 2, 3, and 4 should be the body of the paragraph. So the body of the paragraph of the essay should have the idea that will be introduced and about that specific topic, and you have to explain it with the evidences, with the facts and figures. Think of each paragraph as a mini essay, like we discussed what one paragraph should be, and each paragraph is like that specific topic with some evidences and conclusion, and each one has a specific sentence. Each paragraph should have a specific sentence, introduction, evidences, conclusion, and everything. And try to write a clincher or conclusion in last about the paragraph, so a person can understand, the reader can understand what you want to explain. How is This is how each body paragraph should be structured. Like for you have three paragraphs. First paragraph should have sentence, concrete details, commentary, transition, words. Similarly with second and third paragraph. Then we have topic sentence. The usually the first sentence, I think it's a repetition. Commentary, the analysis or interpretation of the concrete detail, explains how or why the concrete details supports the topic sentence. Then we have transition words. We discussed about that, the importance of transition words, that logically connects the first sentence with the other sentence to make it in a flow or a concreteness in the write-up. Transition words should be used in the topic sentence to connect one body paragraph to the other body paragraph. Then we have a clincher or conclusion, that will consider as a closing sentence or closing statement of that paragraph, and covers all the main idea of that paragraph we are going to write. In last, conclusion restates the thesis. That's the last paragraph, that's the fifth paragraph of that five paragraph essay, in which we just summarize all the main theme logically, and conclude it with the and conclude and support the topic sentence or the problem statement. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So we just discussed how to write a good paragraph. What is the essentials of a good paragraph? It should have a topic sentence, it should have supporting evidences, it should have conclusive evidence, conclusive sentence that should support the topic sentence. And then we have five paragraph writing essay, that if we have to write five paragraphs on a specific topic, that the first paragraph will be sentence or sentence topic. Then we have body of the paragraph, introduction, then we have the body of the paragraph 2, 3, and 4, then conclusive paragraph. And each paragraph should follow the main concept of one paragraph writing. If anyone has any question, please raise your hand. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.